You know the prequels get a lot of hate, even today. Now recently, people have been liking them more because of how shitty the Disney trilogy has been, and its lack of a story arc, but it still does get a decent amount of hate, even today. But, despite the angry bitching of boomers, I'm going to argue today why Revenge of the Sith is the greatest Star Wars film of all time. Granted, I am a little biased. Growing up, this was the first Star Wars film I ever saw, but to be honest with you, if The Last Jedi was the first Star Wars movie I saw, I would probably hate Star Wars, so I think my opinion has merit. I was 6 years old, and my dad bought it for me when it came out on DVD. If there's anything I do have to compliment this movie on, it's the coherent plot. I never saw a Star Wars film before, but I understood everything that was going on, even as a 6-year-old boy. I knew the Sith were evil and the Jedi were good, despite, well, I don't know what Lucas was thinking there. But I even remember debating my father, who isn't even that big of a Star Wars fan, on why didn't the Council make Anakin a Jedi Master. This was from me only watching this movie without watching the others in the series. Most Star Wars movies, although I love many of the others, can't do this. Speaking of what this film does differently from other Star Wars films, is that it's jam-packed with lightsaber duels. To this day, there's not another Star Wars film that comes close to the amount of lightsaber duels this movie had, and every one of them was good. They also had a reason why they were happening, so it wasn't even like mindless action. Anakin and Obi-Wan fought Dooku to save the Chancellor. Obi-Wan fought Grievous to end the Clone Wars. Mace Windu fought Palpatine to stop the Republic from turning into a Sith Empire. By the way, if Anakin didn't butt in, Windu would have kicked his ass. Yoda fought the Emperor later to stop the Sith from ruling. I mean, he failed. And Obi-Wan fought Anakin to stop him from wreaking any more havoc onto the galaxy, which he fails, just like Yoda. And I love Star Wars film mainly for their action, but also their story, which explains why the action is happening. Something the Disney sequels lack in my opinion. And I don't mean to go off on a tangent about the Disney sequels. There are things I like about them, but in comparison to the prequels, I do think the prequels are better. And a side note, I didn't even know a lot of people hated the prequels until I got older, and then I went on the internet and saw people rant about it. I personally like them a lot. While I don't think they're as good as the original trilogy, they're still pretty good films. Anyways, another thing that I liked about this film is that the good guys don't win, they actually lose, and pretty badly too. The entire Jedi Order is destroyed and the Republic is gone. I don't necessarily root for the villains when I watch a movie, I even tend to play games as a good guy. But this ending is pretty original. Moving away from action, something that is also pretty good in this movie is the dialogue. Like the classic meme Darth Plagueis story, or the infamous speech where Palpatine turns the Republic into an empire, even the Jedi Council scenes. Also, even the Anakin and Padme romance. I actually found them really believable in comparison to Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones is definitely my least favorite Star Wars movie, by the way. I mean, the clones don't even attack until the end, and the lightsaber duel sucked. That's a video for another day. Anyways, I've rambled on long enough. What's your favorite Star Wars film? I generally want to know if I can think of other ones to really like. It would have to be A New Hope and Return of the Jedi, then probably Empire. I know that's controversial, and I really like Empire, but I always found its pacing to be kinda slow. Anyways, I'm out. Happy holidays, guys.